everyone.
Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You guys know us. My name's Ansleigh. This is Deacon Byrd. I'm really excited about interviewing Deacon Byrd to get to know him a little better. Not just because Deacon Byrd is a total energetic teddy bear who is super easy to get along with, but he's my first human interaction besides my family in a hot minute. So we're going to be just asking a little bit more about some fun questions.
Sure. Sounds fun.
Yeah. All right, so the first one, not the most important, but will reveal a lot. What is your spirit animal, and what kind of car does it drive?
Oh, so my spirit animal would probably be a chameleon. And the car that he would drive would be an RV. The reason why, as a deacon, you interact with a whole lot of different people, from the youth of the parish to the not so young of the parish, to the new, to the old. And so you have to know how to fit in, sort of like a chameleon does. You're able to fit in and adapt. And my car that I would drive would be an RV, so that I could load everybody up and bring everybody to the person of Jesus Christ.
I should have guessed that. Those who know him.
And of course, we'd have to have an RV because Miss Debbie would probably have to fix us lunch and make coffee for us.
Always a great idea. Miss Debbie's a great cook, for sure. Well, so you mentioned that you are a deacon, but you weren't always a deacon.
No.
3 years ago, was it?
Yes.
That you became a deacon?
Yes.
So what was that journey into the diaconate like? I don't know if you...
It was not what you expected. I think most of the time when you go into that, you have this picture of what it is to be a deacon. It's almost like, okay, I know what the church teaches. I watch my deacon up there in my home parish every Sunday. I could do this. Y'all just go ahead and I'll buy an alb, give me a stole, and we can do this, okay? There's two things that I learned on my journey to being a deacon. Exactly what I knew and exactly what I didn't know about myself and about the church, and what the church teaches and what the church actually presents. It was a very interesting journey for both my wife and I, because, of course, although the wives are not ordained, she was every step there with me. Every class that I took, except for two. Her mother was sick for two of the classes and she wasn't able to go. But for the entire journey, she was there with me. She pushed me a lot. She dragged me a lot. She's my cheerleader and she's my anchor. She's the one that keeps me grounded. So, yes.
That's so sweet.
Amazing journey.
That's awesome. Yeah, praise God that you answered your call to be a deacon, because we're very grateful to have you here.
Thank you so much.
So, and we get to hear you preach often. We hear your reflections, but I'm just here to ask you some fun questions too. So one of them is, do you have any secret talents that maybe we should know about?
Probably the only thing that a lot of people don't know about is I write.
Really?
I write poetry. I write music. I write songs. I play guitar. And for years, God had spoken to my heart. I guess that's why I like praying with the Psalms so much, is I like poetry. I like all kind of poetry. It doesn't matter. My senior year of high school, I wrote my class poem. So it's just, it was something that, I don't know how it got started, just putting words together and things like that. Actually wrote poetry, so just a little tidbit that a lot of the audience may not know. So if you were in high school from 1974 to 1978, ladies, some of the poems and letters that your boyfriends may have given you may have not come from your boyfriend, actually. I was asked to write a couple things for some gentlemen to pass along to their girlfriends back then. So.
Oh, Romeo. That's so fun.
Yes. But I do like to write. So I'm not able to put everything I like sometime into my homilies but I do like to do a lot of research. I like to write. I like to read and to write. So.
That's awesome. And it's beautiful that you mentioned praying with the Psalms. What a better time to pray with the Psalms than right now, whenever words can be kind of hard. Emotions and words can be hard to label, but the Psalms, as you know, do just such a fantastic job at giving words to what we're
And I like it so much because it's almost sometimes when we don't know what we want to say in prayer, I like especially to pray with the breviary is to open it up, and it's almost like it's there, and it's speaking to my heart, and my heart's pouring out exactly what the Psalms have to say.
That's beautiful. And I'm sure your faith, really influences what you write and things like that too.
It does. I haven't published anything yet, but Miss Debbie says if anything ever happens to me, she's selling the copyrights to everything that I have. So.
Your biggest fan. That's awesome. Love Miss Debbie. All right, well, my next question, what's your favorite saint? Maybe, or do they influence that?
There's a few, but I would have to say Peter. Because I'm Peter.
You were late.
I try to serve the Lord every day. I fall short every day. But I'm able to get up, brush myself off, and ask for forgiveness. But yeah, Peter would probably be the one. Actually wrote about that, so maybe I'll let you read that sometime.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful. There's a new series called The Chosen. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
But the way that they show Peter, I'm like, wow, he wasn't ready to lead right off the bat for sure. I mean, it took time, as it does for any good leader. But I don't know, that particular series did a good job at displaying who he was.
And I just love Peter's faith. And even when he fell short, he stepped back. He never totally ran away as compared to what Judas did and completely ran away and left.
Yeah.
So.
For sure. All right. Well, on to a more serious question, because we get to hear your homilies often and your reflections, but we don't all know maybe how you came to know the person of Jesus Christ. So could you maybe give us a little bit about that?
Sure. Youth ministry. And I guess it's why I gave back so much to youth ministry, in which I know I've talked about it in my homilies, and I've talked to some of the classes and things that I've done here at St. Margaret's. Youth ministry is what led me toward the diaconate, but I'd have to go all the way back to youth ministry. My youth director back then he challenged me. I was one of those little knothead youngins growing up.
Not you, Deacon Byrd.
And he actually challenged me and it really introduced me more and more to the person of who Jesus Christ was. And I come to find out that Jesus wasn't just somebody on a cross that we hung in our homes. Jesus wasn't just somebody in a storybook that we call the Bible. Jesus Christ was a person that walked and talked and lived on this earth. And exactly what Jesus came to do for me, not just for us in general, but for me personally. And when I came to know the person of Jesus Christ, and my youth director, Tony Wiardo, and his wife, Linda, and from St. Joseph in Ponchatoula, and they just made it all come alive. And I'm forever grateful for Tony for what he did, him and his wife, Linda, for me.
That's really beautiful. Is there any advice you'd give yourself prior to maybe your reversion into the faith? When you were knucklehead Byrd?
Oh, there's a lot of things, but we don't have enough time to
maybe just one thing
to bring it out. Is just to be open to the call. Way back when, I think our spiritual lives, it evolves. Surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with the right the persons that will lead you closer to Christ and not lead you away from Christ. And not just, the world is always going to tell you one thing. And so far, Christ has never let me down.
Yeah. Amen to that, for sure. Well, thanks for sharing that, Deacon Byrd. I just have a few more funsy questions.
Sure.
But again, thanks for sharing that, because if you weren't if you weren't to say yes, then we wouldn't have you as a witness of faith here at St. Margaret's. And we're really grateful for that. But super random question. If you had to have the same lunch every day, what would it be?
Hot dogs.
Are you sure? We can edit that out.
No.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Every day. No problem. I love hot dogs. So, yep.
That is odd. I'm not judging.
No, I love a good hot dog chili. One of the greatest things is that it's just, I don't know, it's just one of those things I could eat every day. I love going to ballparks, good hot dog, chili, relish, onions, and all that. Of course, a cold beer. But hot dogs is one of those things that I could eat.
Have you been to Dat Dog?
No.
You've never been to Dat Dog?
No, I haven't.
It's in New Orleans. It's pretty sweet. It's like they're great, just awesome hot dogs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They have like alligator sausage and all kinds of crazy
They got
stuff
all kinds
there.
of stuff.
Level up. Okay. All right. I think my last question, or second to last, what was your first job, if you can remember?
Surely I can. It was the summer. So, I mean, I had little jobs around and all that, but my first real job, other than working with family and all that, there was a place called Boudreaux's Corner, and it actually sits where 51 and 22 are, right across from the cemetery in Ponchatoula there, where the racetrack is. It was a service station. And my first summer working there was between the summer of my 8th grade year and starting high school. And I was a gas attendant. When the people would drive up, you would pop the hood, check the oil, clean the windshield, pump the gas, check the air in their tires, because everything was right there. You took care of everything right there. And that's what I did for the first summer. That was my first real job.
Wow, what a job.
It was a great job.
I'm so oblivious to that.
Yeah, it was back when, and you were there, rain or shine. People would pull up and give me $5 worth of gas, fill it up, whatever. And that was my first job.
That's awesome.
It was fun.
Nice. Sounds fun. All right. And the final question, if those of you have seen our donut and coffee and donut video last time, I asked Deacon Tim the same question because it is of great importance. Do you have any fun facts about Father Jamin, Deacon Tim, Father Brad that you think would be fun for us to know?
I do. And I'm going to flip it around.
Okay.
Talking about fun facts. There's a lot similar between Father Brad and Father Jamin that a lot of people don't realize was because, number one, I've known Father Jamin since he was 17, 18 years old. So Father Jamin and Father Brad both were assigned to St. Joseph, which is my home parish, for our youth ministry. Because every year we were assigned a number of the seminarians while they were in seminary over at St. Joseph Seminary. And when we first kicked our Life Team program off the ground, Father Jamin was the first seminarian that we were assigned over there. And then, of course, later on, when Father Brad joined the seminary, he was assigned to us over there. So it's kind of funny that all these years later, it comes back around and I get assigned to the parish, and who shows up but Father Jamin and Father Brad.
Wow, I did not know that. I thought their big similarity was that they're both priests who wear black, but
no. And then, of course, that's another one that people may not or know of is Deacon Tim and I we came from the same parish, went through formation together, and now we're assigned at the same parish. I think the reason why the bishop assigned Deacon Tim and I to this parish is because, Father Jamin, of course, being a priest, will never be married. So Deacon Tim and I being here, he knows what it would like to have two knuckleheaded sons growing up. So
sure.
we like to keep him grounded, shall I say.
Busy.
Yes.
Keep it interesting. All right, Deacon Byrd. Well, thank you for answering our questions. Thanks again for sharing all these things. It was super fun to get to know a little bit more about you.
Thank you.
And for those watching at home, we miss you. We love you. We're here for you. We unfortunately can't share a donut with you today, but I hope that you get to eat something sweet with your family, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Great. Thank you.